Hi, I'm Alex McCullough, I'm a man of the Mount, and this is a futon from the 1970s. In our gospel reading this upcoming Sunday, we hear the story of Jesus healing Simon Peter's mother-in-law. Simon Peter's mother-in-law is ill, the apostles bring Jesus to her home, and he heals her, and then we learn a valuable lesson. The lesson is, no good deed goes unpunished. Because Jesus puts himself out there and has an encounter with a woman who is in need, eventually the entire town brings their sick, their crippled, the people who are on the fringes to Jesus so that he might heal them. Eventually he's so swamped with people that after he's done healing everyone, he goes off on his own to be with his Father. He takes a moment of silence away from work, away from the busyness of being a member of the community, so that he can recharge by getting back in touch with his Father. Not just to be alone, but to be alone in his relationship with God, the most important person in his life. And I think if we're going to apply this to our lives, maybe our Lenten resolutions, which is coming up very soon, would be a good place to start. A lot of us resolve to become a better person during Lent, whether it's being more patient with people or going out of our way to help others when it's maybe not even our obligation to do so. Everyone tries to do something during Lent that makes them a more complete Christian, a more complete person. The problem with that is that that's only going to make one's life more difficult. If we reach out to help others, then we're going to have to help other people and others and their friends, and the situation is just going to grow on itself until eventually there are quite a few people who are making demands on our time because we're trying to improve ourselves. So if we're going to be successful in improving ourselves, then we need to be able to recharge the same way that Jesus did. When we get swamped, when we don't think we can possibly continue with our Lenten resolutions, when we don't think that we can help others or be more patient in situations where it's difficult to be patient, then we need to be able to retreat and spend time alone with God, to spend time alone with our Father. Because otherwise, we're relying on only our own resources. We're trying to fix our problems ourselves. We're trying to be a better person through our own power. And frankly, if we haven't become that good of a person, as good a person as we want to be in our entire lives, then 40 days doing the exact same thing and just trying harder isn't going to reverse that. Improving ourselves, especially improving ourselves during Lent, is something that is based on what works the Father does in us. We're never going to do this on our own. We have to rely on the wisdom and the grace and the patience that God is going to provide us with. So maybe this Lent, as we start to move into these 40 days where we're purified and come closer to our Lord, we should remember that even Jesus, when he was tested and when he had more work than he thought he could handle, retreats to the Father to be alone with him. And we should never be afraid to turn to our Father as a source of comfort. As usual, this is Men in the Mount. Thanks for watching.